John Worthington, Squim, Washington. The image on the screen is a shipping increase from 1990 to year 2000, looks like 15 or 16. So I had this on the screen at a Clallam County Commissioners meeting. I asked them if I could do screen share. They said, okay. And I put this on the screen and I said, here's when we joined the ICLEI. And here's when the NGO, the NODC, was created. And I said, ever since we joined the ICLEI, the shipping just went straight up, started to come down. They created the NGOs right here. Our local NGO is called the NODC, the North Olympic Development Council. And as you can see, with Obama's help and the NODC, the NGOs, everything they're doing increases the shipping. So the Clallam County Commissioners did not allow screen share. And after this, so to defeat them, the very next week, I used my background. And as you can see, this was a current shipping time map. And I did an entire presentation on my background. And they didn't like it. It's already been recorded. Anybody can watch it. And they became wise that I was able to, in my 2 minutes, utilize the background to show plenty of pictures that really tell a bigger story. On this particular day, the commissioner had said that the NODC was not involved with the Dungeness Off-Channel Reservoir project. As you can see, the commissioner was caught in a lie. So what they did was they banned background images too. So I can't even do this anymore. Now in screen share, you can do an effective presentation. And in this mode, you're able to basically scroll through and show what I was trying to say to them. Since 1991, the ICLEI has jumped in and they've signed all of these people up across America, including my state, and they get them to sign up. And here's the people in my area that are signed up. And they're there to build and serve a worldwide movement of local governments. So this is the charter you're looking at. So the tribes, basically, and my local NGO, they're there to build capacity for India and China. So this is ICLI's goal, to build capacity for India and China. So it's through a local Agenda 21, which is the ICLEI. This is their Bible. This is their roadmap. They say that it's all conspiracy theory, but here's how they do it. And here's what they want to do: facilitate and time the way the integration of all countries into a world economy. Well, that's going to create more emissions, shipping emissions. And they have to hide the shipping emissions and the fact that shipping emissions go up. Here's the agreement right here with China, our enemy. So they tell us. But we're engaged in open trade with China to help them and India to build capacity. And the NGOs are how they do it. This is the NGO. New institutions must be created. Everywhere in America, they have these NGOs that are leveraged. And this is from the ICLEI roadmap, their Bible. So they're not there to be ad hoc participants who occasionally share opinions. No, they're responsible for outcomes. So, and it's outcomes. So they can't just join and give opinions. They have to build and serve. So, but to do that, they would have to register as foreign agents, and they didn't do that. So we have thousands of people across America that are unregistered foreign agents building and serving India and China. And they voluntarily gave up their citizenship when they agreed to build and serve. See right here, serving in. So on 4A, they're serving in or performing the duties of foreign state or political subdivision thereof, which would be the ICLEI, basically. So they're not even citizens anymore. They can't even be public officials anymore. Not only that, they can't vote because they're international. To get the grants, they had a conflict of interest. They shouldn't have been given grant funding by any of the grants, whether it be county or federal. They had a conflict of interest. This is the federal one. It says basically if you have a conflict of interest, when you join an international sphere of government, that gives you a conflict of interest. So our state funds unregistered foreign agents, and here's my picture that they didn't want the public to see. They don't want the public to see they're actually making the environment worse under the guise of climate change and all there. Everything these NGOs are doing is creating emissions, more emissions. And look how much the emissions rose. Look at this. ICLEI right about here. The emissions from the shipping are just straight up. So what they do is they hide it. They don't put it in the pie chart. And they make us basically pollute ourselves even more so that they can build capacity. And then they jump from one foot to the other. They say stormwater's bad. We got to get rid of stormwater. And they remove the dams and say flow's bad, but then flow's good. All of a sudden, see here, it's a flow problem. They scour the salmon beds. Flow's bad. Oh, but now it's good. Disrupted the flow of sediment downstream. So when they want to build a reservoir, they lie about having wild runs restored. They don't. The sediment was mitigated. They said they needed it all, but they had to mitigate it. And as I said, the stormwater flow and sediment's bad again. Reduced velocities. So this is jumping from one foot to the other. And so when you get on screen and you show them all this stuff, basically, here's a casino right here. But on the Dungeon essay, they can't have concrete there except they got to have saltwater marshes, except where there's a casino. Then it's okay. We don't need a saltwater marsh. So it doesn't, the shipping emissions doesn't go, this is our drive to work. Our emissions here, this is our drive to work, the drive to Walmart, the drive to the beach. So they put the Jesse James to the public, but they let the shipping companies and the world economy, they let them pollute for free. Your shipping emissions is nowhere to be found. This is local or regional stuff. And the bunker fuel is, it's basically, shipping is by far the biggest polluter in the world. So they're hiding the biggest source of pollution from the emissions pie chart. The Washington State Climate Commitment Act is based off of a phony pie chart. And so they can't have the public seeing all this because they're giving them the Jesse James at the gas pump. Here's the real pie chart. Here's the world economy. Here's the world economy shipping emissions right here. If you were to account for it, the China and India tailpipe, we're choking on it, but they hide it. The shipping worldwide, it's astronomical pollution. Here it is. We just get hammered with it. They're just hammering us while we pay at the gas pump for what we do. The world economy, they pollute for free. It's not fair. And the more that you show the public what's really going on, the more it shows that the Climate Commitment Act was completely fraud. They just want to shift power to communities of color. And it's just a scam, just an absolute scam. So no wonder they have to block pictures on the government websites when people testify. They only want you 2 minutes too. Boy, they're sticklers. They can't wait to interrupt you when you get on a roll. So the climate commitment is actually, it's basically, it's a form of reparations. It's what it is. It's just reparations. Climate reparations. Now, I'll do another presentation and I'll show you an overburdened community out on the coast who's being overburdened by the people east of them, which is impossible because of the jet stream. And we'll do a report on Bonnie Sharp saying that, proving that it's just reparations. It's just lies to the public to get reparations for the tribe. Bad news.